It is 4 a.m. in Ujjain. While the rest of the city remains in shadows, thousands of people are already moving through the streets, drawn toward a single point of light. In most Hindu temples, the boundary of purity is absolute. Items linked to death, mourning, or the cremation ground are strictly forbidden from crossing the threshold of the inner sanctum. Awakening rituals usually reflect a celebration of life, relying on substances perceived as pure, fresh milk, honey, and heaps of new flowers. The Mahakaleshwar temple stands as a rare and famous exception to these universal standards of sacred space. Here, the geographical location itself forces a rethink of the divide between the holy and the profane. During the Bhasma Arti, the deity is not just bathed in water, it is heavily anointed with gray ashes. These ashes have a specific, blunt origin. They are traditionally sourced from the first human bodies cremated the previous day. Despite these morbid ingredients, this is the most heavily attended morning ritual in the country. Devotees wait through the night just for a few moments in its presence. This creates a profound tension, millions of people flocking to a dark, underground room to see a deity adorned in the very substance of human decay. The answer lies in the temple's construction. This site is governed by rare tantric ritual principles that deviate from standard architectural norms. The structure consists of 5 levels, requiring a physical descent into a subterranean inner sanctum. At the base of this descent, the lingam is oriented southward, a direction known as Dakshinamukhi. This orientation is usually avoided in temple design because the south is considered the domain of Yama, the deity who presides over death. On the ceiling directly above the deity, a complex geometric grid called the Sri Rudra Yantra is mounted upside down. These specific architectural choices convert the underground room into a specialized environment, one built specifically to engage with the reality of time and its end. The architecture mirrors an ancient myth. When an invisible demon named Dushan attacked Dushan, the devotees turned to Shiva for protection. Shiva is said to have burst through the earth as Mahakal, the Lord of Time, to defeat a threat that could not be seen. Every morning at 4 a.m., the temple brings that mythological rescue into the physical world. The air in the sanctum fills with the overwhelming sound of drumbeats, bronze gongs, and the flicker of ghee lamps. Before it touches the stone, the funeral ash is purified with mantras and the waters of the Kshipra River. The sensory overload is a daily reenactment, an attempt to see divine light cutting through the dark. By the time the ritual concludes, the dark stone of the deity is completely covered in a fine layer of gray. The bhasma acts as a visual leveling of all physical things. In the tantric view, everything we value, beauty, status, and the body, eventually reduces to this same indistinguishable dust. Placing this dust on Mahakal creates a contrast. The material world decays, but the underlying cosmic energy remains constant. For those watching, seeing the divine adorned in the remnants of the cremation ground forces a shift in focus. It highlights the fleeting nature of the physical body. Witnessing the Lord of Time draped in funeral ash isn't a meeting with death, but an encounter with what endures after everything else has turned to dust.